Hello and welcome back, and today I've got another Transformers review for you. And it's a big one featuring 4 different deluxe characters in one set. This is the Transformers Generations Legacy Buzzworthy Bumblebee Creatures Collide by Hasbro and Takara Tomy with a license from Volkswagen. So someone in marketing wanted to make sure that you were collecting this set no matter what line you were collecting. There is branding all over it. The set itself features Autobot Goldbug, Ransack the Insecticon, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorpenoc. On the back of the box, we can see the 4 figures included in this set. Autobot Goldbug is a recolor and retool of the War for Cybertron Bumblebee. This toy represents his reincarnation as a Throttlebot from Generation 1. Ransack is a new version of the Generation 1 Deluxe Insecticon. He is a recolor and retool of the Legacy Kickback mold. Sky Wasp is a redeco of the Kingdom Waspinator mold, and this is an homage to a toy that was never released, and we'll get into that. And lastly, we have Predacon Scorpenoc, who is a recolor of the Kingdom Scorpenoc mold. The original Kingdom Scorpenoc was done in animation colors. This recolor more closely matches the original Beast Wars toy. One unexpected but nice thing I found when I unpacked these is that 3 of the figures come with alternate heads. Ransack has his newly molded head after the Generation 1 toy, but he also comes with a repainted version of the Kickback head. Scorpenoc has his animation head, as well as his toy version head. And Sky Wasp has the original Waspinator head, as well as a repainted version of the head that came with Legacy Buzzsaw. I don't know if that's ever been done before, but that's certainly the first time I've purchased a Transformer at retail that came with alternate parts. Here we have Goldbug, the rebuilt form of Bumblebee, based on the Throttlebot Goldbug from Generation 1. This version of Goldbug has been cobbled together from parts of War for Cybertron Bumblebee, Shattered Glass Goldbug, and Earthrise Cliffjumper. In the animation, Bumblebee was transformed into Goldbug after having been damaged in the episode The Return of Optimus Prime. In the US comics, he was rebuilt after having been inadvertently destroyed by the G.I. Joe team in the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover comics. Goldbug transforms into a diminutive, yet officially licensed, Volkswagen Beetle. The instructions tell me there are a couple of different ways to configure this bazooka while he's in vehicle mode. First, we have this option, where his entire front end flips up, and you can position the whole bazooka out past his bonnet. In the second option, you break the bazooka down into its component parts and reposition them around the vehicle mode. So he has these skis in the front and these 2 guns jutting out the side of the vehicle with the big long piece of the bazooka repositioned under there. So it kind of makes Bumblebee look like a mask vehicle with the weapons jutting out. Ransack, based on one of the Generation 1 Deluxe Insecticons, in this version is a remold of Legacy Kickback, with all the same weaponry, just a new head sculpt. I do like the translucent orange wings on this guy. The yellow parts are a combination of molded yellow as well as parts that are painted yellow. So the yellow doesn't match up exactly, but it's not too jarring a difference. One strange thing I noticed was that his blade weapons, which also attach to his wings, have been molded in a translucent color and then painted over solid yellow. That's a strange production choice. He's got a pretty simple transformation, reminiscent of Generation 1 Kickback, because he is simply a recolor of the Legacy Kickback. His gun can peg under the insect body, and the blades / guns can peg to the side of his wings in insect mode, which probably makes him a little top heavy if he tries to take flight. The Scorpenoc in this set is colored more similar to his original Beast Wars toy, as opposed to the Kingdom Scorpenoc release, which was colored more like the animation model. And this is the third release of this mold. The second was the Legacy version of the BotCon character Sandstorm. I'm not a huge fan of the transformation process for this mold. He looks good in beast mode, but he's got a lot of little fidgety parts and pieces that have to be just so to get him from one mode to the other. All these legs are on ball joints and they constantly pop off. A bit of an annoyance. He does have his dual missiles in one claw and his little bee drone in the other claw. And these were both spring-loaded features in the original toy. In this one, they just kind of press into the claw. You can remove them if you like, but they do not launch. Here is Sky Wasp. And like Scorpenoc, this is the third version of this mold to be released. The first being original Beast Wars Waspinator in the Kingdom line. The second being Buzzsaw in the Legacy line. And Buzzsaw in the original Beast Wars line was a repaint of Waspinator. There is some history with this color scheme. Back in 2004, some test shots were leaked of a couple of Walmart exclusive 2-packs called Halloween Horrorcons. One of the 2-packs featured a Transmetal Waspinator repaint in exactly these colors. And he was paired with a repaint of Beast Wars Cheetor in a gray and yellow color scheme. That Cheetor figure, called Nightprowler, has already been released in the Legacy line. And here he is. So if anyone out there had a burning desire to get the Nightprowler Waspinator Halloween Horrorcon 2-pack back in 2004, and you were disappointed that it was canceled, well, here's kind of a second chance to get those. And I will assume they renamed this guy Sky Wasp due to the similarity in color scheme between him and the Seeker Skywarp. And like Scorpenoc, he is a bit fidgety to get into beast mode. And when I say fidgety, I mean he is a pain in the ass. Some of these Kingdom molds are great for screen accuracy in the robot modes, but the transformations and the beast modes leave a little something to be desired. So that's the Creatures Collide 4-pack. Is this a must-get? It depends on your point of view. I got the set mostly for Ransack and Goldbug, with Sky Wasp and Scorpenoc just being some extras. It is a Target store exclusive in the US, and it was fairly priced for being an exclusive. The retail price was less than 4 deluxes combined sold separately. So I'm good with this purchase, but it's not going to be a must-have for a lot of collectors. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.